indeed. Herzlich willkommen, as they say in these parts, to the Norisring. This is Germany's equivalent to Monaco on the streets of the small town of Nuremberg. The Norisring for more than 60 years has been hosting motorsport events. It's one of the prizes in Germany's motorsporting crown. It's a short circuit, just 2.3 kilometers. It's narrow between huge walls with huge crowds. For the drivers, it's massive pressure.
It's a fun track, of course it's very short.
There's only 4 corners really, but it's so close around here, so to be consistently that little bit quicker than your competitors really makes a difference.
As being a rookie, it's my first time here in Norisring, and I got warned there was quite a few fans, and for sure there were so many. Just the autograph session here is just unbelievable.
Under braking, it's very bumpy. We're running low downforce, so a street circuit with low downforce makes things special always.
It's quite strange. When you're in here, you get a very different feel, I think, with all the history that's gone around here. So I think there's a lot of people that have the similar feeling.
It demands a lot of precision in driving, in braking, exactly in the latest meter it's possible, and taking exactly the speed in the chicane to combine the both corners and the exit.
So it is a really tough race.
It is a tough race, it's a tough track. But what about this 4-corner circuit? Let's get a ride around to discover a bit more.
Hello, this is Alex Story. I'm racing with Ribbon by T-Sport, and I will show you a lap around Norisring. Norisring is a city track, and to the first corner we arrive at 250 km per hour. It's a very big braking under 100 meters panel. It's a one apex corner, and we arrive at the minimum speed of 55 km per hour. Then we have a small straight and head into the second, third corner, which is a fast chicane. It's a third gear corner, we arrive at 200 km per hour, and the minimum speed is 106 km per hour. Then, after the exit of turn 3, we go through the concrete curb, which is quite bumpy and very hard to go in. Then after that we have a small straight again, and we arrive to turn 4, the last corner. We arrive at 225 km per hour, and we do a very big braking to go till 70 km per hour, and then just at the exit we go into 3rd, 4th, 5th and 6th gear finally to cross the finish line. This is a very short track, but it's very difficult, and I think it's going to be fun for the race, so enjoy the race.
Felix Rosenqvist clearly felt comfortable between the walls and the guardrails here at the Norisring. The Swede claiming pole for the first race by a substantial margin.
Everything worked quite fine, a little bit late, the lap time came, but yeah, better late than never. So.
Anything more than a few thousands is a substantial margin here. Further back, 18th place, Sean Gelael, his second time at the Norisring. Last season he didn't get any points, but he's hoping to do a little better in the Jagonia IAM supported by Carlin team.
Yo, this is Sean Gelael. I'm 17 years old, racing for Jagonia IAM with Carlin. Yeah, I started karting when I was 11. I was actually kind of late compared to others, but yeah, it is how it is. And then, yeah, we went really focused on karting about age 13. Did 2010, I won the national and Asian championship, and then did European karting the next year in 2011. It was a tough season that year. And then 2012 we went to Formula Pilota Asia, which is like the Formula ABA. We went runner-up in that championship, so that was pretty good. And then we went last year to the FIA F3 Euro Series and the British F3 to gain experience. Yeah, we had a couple of, 3 podiums last year in the British F3, and it was, we're struggling last year in the Euro F3, but it's all good, and hopefully this year with a new team, with a new vision, new hope, starting fresh, I think this year should be good. Thank you to KFC, Indonesia, thank you to Coca-Cola, Oakley, DMS Investama, Ray Capital, and everyone who has supported me, even my fans. You know, back in Jakarta or Indonesia, who always supported me since when I was small, through my up and down, you know. Yeah, just thanks to them. I mean, without them, we're never really going to achieve anywhere right now. Today, I like Lewis Hamilton a lot. I think that because he doesn't only bring, like, as being a driver to Formula One, I think he brings a character in Formula One. And he just shows, like, he can be himself in Formula One and changes, like, the whole aspect of himself and just build through that. And I like that. It's where young drivers go professional. It's on the edge, and you know, so many people are watching us. And being the sub race to DTM, I think there's a lot of crowd, and you know, you get just as much media attention as any other championship. And it's just, I mean, there's 30 drivers last year and this year, so it's the most competitive this year in a really high level. You know, in Formula 3 car, it's such a historical name and brings just everything. So I think, yeah, I mean, any driver won't pass Formula 3. I think they would take the opportunity.
Starting grid of race 1, the orange car Felix Rosenqvist has championship leader Esteban Ocon behind. Then Tom Blomqvist behind him in 4th position in the yellow car. Gaps between them very small. Hector Hurst a second slower than poleman. Felix Rosenqvist was 26th on the grid. Rosenqvist and Ocon both making good starts. Max Verstappen losing 3rd place, trying to go around the outside of Tom Blomqvist, then gets shuffled down to 4th place. Further back, Antonio Giovinazzi in a tangle in his yellow car, teammate to Tom Blomqvist, of course. And as ever, a few cars having to stop. First corner, always a drama at the Norisring. Safety car deployed fairly predictably. Van Amersfoort's Jules Simkowiak spun Giovinazzi round. At the restart, Felix Rosenqvist jumping away, Esteban Ocon, Tom Blomqvist unable to get close enough to try and make a pass. Max Verstappen, hot off 3 wins in Spa, trying to make the pass on the inside. Luckily avoided any major dramas. Looking full of confidence this weekend though, trying to turn his season around. Massive hatful of points behind Esteban Ocon, with Ocon in 2nd place at the moment. Another crash, Gustavo Menezes and Antonio Fuoco wedged together. Even the marshals unable to help. Menezes going, get him off me. Too late, safety car and cranes are going to be required. Well, again in replay, differing lines into the hairpin with one conclusion. At the restart for the 2nd time, Rosenqvist being trailed closely this time by Esteban Ocon. Guards the inside, Ocon goes out, then looks up the inside. And Rosenqvist just right. Ocon gets his nose in front. A nice move by the championship leader against last year's title runner-up. So Ocon out front, and Verstappen now attacking Rosenqvist for 2nd place. He goes the long way round the outside to the hairpin and moves up. Rosenqvist now down to 3rd place. He's got the orange car of his teammate Lucas Auer breathing down his neck. They are 3rd and 4th. But it's now all about the battles further down the order. Nicholas Latifi battling Jordan King. Latifi the number 1 car and gets by through turn 4. Now for the lead, Max Verstappen seeming to be unstoppable. Again dives to the inside. Ocon tries to counter-attack, but runs out of room to put a traction down. And it seems as though the Volkswagen engine in Verstappen's car is definitely an advantage. Further back, Antonio Giovinazzi in trouble again, this time in the air. Launched over Tatiana Calderon. He runs right over the back of Calderon's car. It looks as though he's pretty winded by that.
I take some heat into my back and my stomach, so I cannot very good take care. But anyway, I check in the hospital, everything is okay.
Good news there. Verstappen leading again at the restart. Rosenqvist though in trouble, under pressure. 22-year-old Swede making the mistake, and Lucas Auer gets by him for 3rd.
Yeah, I think the safety cars destroyed our race a little bit, especially that I accidentally hit the pit speed limiter in the restarts 2 times, and I think that was the main loss in the race. You know, when you hit the button, the speed is limited to 60 kilometers per hour, and it took me like 2 seconds to realize that I hit it.
Safety car's problem then. Pole sitter Felix Rosenqvist eventually dropped to 6th position, just 3 places behind him. Sean Gillel had a really strong race from 18th up to 9th place, battling with teammates Tom Blomqvist. Best result so far for the Indonesian driver in the 2014 series. Tail of the field, Jules Simkowiak, another big mistake. Fires off Michele Beretta. Simkowiak rapidly crossing himself off lots of people's Christmas cards list. A random move from him, but for Max Verstappen, a superb effort, building a lead over Esteban Ocon with Lucas Auer in 3rd. Jos Verstappen very pleased with his son's work. It's his 4th win in a row.
He's learning, still learning, but on the moment I'm so happy. I mean, it's 4 in a row, and he's doing extremely well.
He absolutely is. He's on fire. Even Esteban Ocon unable to stop him. Great result too for Roy Nissany, 7th place, to his best finish of the season. But Max Verstappen, a hat-trick in Spa, continues at perhaps the most different racetrack at the Norisring with win number 4 of the season. Stay with us, as it's about to get slippery with even more carnage on the streets of Nuremberg.